The night wrapped around the lonely stretch of road like a suffocating shroud, and my headlights cut through the darkness, carving a feeble path ahead. Raindrops danced on the windshield, distorting the world outside into a blurry, twisted nightmare. I gripped the steering wheel with white-knuckled intensity, the rhythmic drumming of the rain adding to the rising crescendo of my nerves. I was on a desolate highway, miles away from civilization. The GPS had long lost its signal, leaving me to navigate the ominous road solely by instinct. My phone, a useless brick devoid of bars, mocked me from the passenger seat. The only company I had was the haunting howl of the wind, a spectral symphony that seemed to echo the unease within. The road ahead disappeared into an inky abyss, and the ominous silhouettes of trees on either side loomed like silent sentinels. An inexplicable chill settled in the air, and I couldn't shake the feeling that unseen eyes were watching my every move. My surroundings became a shifting tableau of shadows and whispered fears. As I rounded a bend, the headlights briefly flickered, casting the surroundings into momentary darkness. In that fleeting void, I caught a glimpse of a figure standing at the side of the road. Panic surged through my veins, and I slammed on the brakes, heart pounding in my chest. The figure was cloaked in darkness, a silhouette against the night. A hitchhiker, perhaps. My rational mind attempted to reason, but a primal instinct warned me of an impending danger. Hesitation held me captive in the driver's seat as I stared at the enigmatic stranger. The rain intensified, as if nature itself was urging me to leave this mysterious hitchhiker behind. Gathering what little courage I had left, I rolled down the window and called out to the figure. No response. The rain masked any sound, and the stranger remained an eerie, unmoving specter. Against the drumming rain, I could hear a distant, haunting melody, a mournful tune carried by the wind, a dirge that seemed to echo through the very fabric of the night. The hitchhiker finally turned towards me, revealing a face obscured by wet strands of hair. In the dim light, their eyes gleamed with an unnatural luminescence. Unease crawled beneath my skin, and a voice inside me screamed to drive away. But I was drawn to the mysterious figure, as if an invisible force compelled me to unravel the secrets they held. Trembling, I stepped out of the car, the cold rain instantly soaking through my clothes. "Are you okay?" I shouted above the rain, but my words were swallowed by the relentless storm. The hitchhiker's lips moved, but no sound emerged. The haunting melody intensified, now accompanied by a chorus of whispers that seemed to seep from the very earth beneath my feet. The figure began to walk, and I followed, my senses engulfed in a surreal dance of shadows and dissonant melodies. The road transformed into an otherworldly path, each step resonating with the heartbeat of some ancient, malevolent force. Panic gripped me, but a perverse curiosity propelled me forward. As we ventured deeper into the night, the rain ceased, and an unnatural stillness settled over the surroundings. The road stretched endlessly, a pathway to an unknown realm. The hitchhiker's form flickered, at times translucent against the moonlit mist that clung to the trees like ghostly fingers. Abruptly, the figure halted, and the ethereal melody reached a haunting crescendo. The whispers grew louder, their unintelligible words echoing in my mind. I felt a compulsion to speak, to utter words that I couldn't comprehend. My surroundings warped, the very fabric of reality unraveling before me. In the distance, a dim light emerged, a feeble beacon in the oppressive darkness. The hitchhiker turned towards it, and I hesitated, a gnawing fear settling in my gut. The light revealed an ancient, dilapidated mansion, its silhouette ominous against the desolate landscape. The hitchhiker gestured towards the mansion, their eyes locking onto mine. Without words, I understood the invitation, a sinister pact with the unknown. The mansion's windows flickered with spectral lights, and the whispers urged me forward. A war waged within, reason versus instinct, curiosity versus fear. As I approached the mansion, the door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit corridor that stretched into the heart of the unknown. The hitchhiker vanished into the shadows, leaving me alone with a choice that would alter the course of my existence. The air pulsed with malevolence, and the whispers now seemed to emanate from the very walls. Against all reason, I stepped into the mansion, the door closing behind me with a resounding thud. The corridor seemed to stretch infinitely, each step resonating with the echoes of those who had succumbed to the mansion's sinister allure. Shadows danced along the walls, and the haunting melody became a symphony of despair. As I delved deeper into the mansion's depths, time lost its meaning. The architecture defied the laws of reality. Corridors leading to impossible spaces, rooms that shifted and rearranged themselves. The whispers transformed into anguished wails, the very essence of the mansion resonating with the suffering of lost souls. In a room devoid of light, I found the hitchhiker once more. Their form flickered between dimensions, a vessel for the malevolent force that gripped this accursed place. The haunting melody reached its zenith, and the walls seemed to close in, trapping me in a nightmarish labyrinth. The hitchhiker spoke, their voice a discordant harmony of the countless souls ensnared within the mansion's grasp. They revealed the mansion's dark history, a place where lost wanderers were lured into the shadows, their essence absorbed to sustain an ancient, insatiable hunger. I pleaded for escape, but the mansion was an entity with a will of its own. The walls closed in further, suffocating me in a spectral embrace. Desperation gripped my soul as I became one with the anguished chorus that echoed through the accursed halls. The last thing I saw were the gleaming eyes of the hitchhiker, now a vessel for the malevolence that consumed Ravenswood Manor. The haunting melody played on, a dirge for the lost, as the mansion claimed another victim in its never-ending quest for souls.